Hi there foodies, welcome to the channel. Please subscribe to be notified of future videos. Hi, my name is Nadine from Top Nosh, and today I would like to show you another vegan dish. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel, I really appreciate it. And I went into the garden, I didn't know quite what to do, and I thought I'm gonna go with what's in season at the moment, and I saw this beautiful aubergine which I've picked and some lovely fennel. So we're gonna make a lovely quinoa salad with some fresh fennel and some roasted aubergine which we're gonna roast over the fire straight away. So let's start with this. It's very few simple ingredients and they will be so tasty at the end. So we're first gonna start cooking our quinoa. I've got some white quinoa and some brown quinoa. If you only have the one, that's fine as well. I just thought it gives a little bit of more color to it and it's very pretty to look at. So when you cook quinoa, you use 1 part of quinoa to 2 parts of water. You mix it together, put it in a pot to cook, and you just let it cook until all the liquid has dissolved. So we're gonna start with that one, and then while this is cooking, we prepare all our vegetables. When you cook your quinoa, you see I measured out my ingredients very well. I'm cooking it with my lid on. The moment I see the heat is rising up on the sides, I'm gonna reduce my heat to the lowest heat I have, and then it will cook for roughly 15 to 20 minutes. And while this is now cooking, I'm going to take my aubergine and I'm going to roast it straight on the gas fire. So it really looks like we are going to burn it completely. Let's place them directly on the fire. So we will toast them until the skin is becoming blackened, but we're not going to burn it completely. So just so that the outside becomes black, this will give the aubergine a lovely smoky taste at the end. So I'm just going to stand here, watch it and turn it around until it has a beautiful color. And then we will transfer it onto a tray and finish baking it or cooking it in the oven at 160 degrees. They're a little bit small. So if you're using a bigger one, that's better. They don't want to stay. So that's what you want. So now my aubergine is lovely char-grilled, and you can see they look burnt, so don't stress about it. This is what you want to do because you want to get all the flavors, the smokiness coming out, and the inside is still slightly uncooked, but it gives it a beautiful taste. So because they are still not cooked in the middle, I'm going to put them for 10 minutes by 160 degrees in the oven so they can continue cooking. In the meanwhile, I had put my quinoa on low heat, so this will continue cooking as well. So everything will be later ready at the same time. So that's a very quick, lovely vegan dish to make. Now we're going to the fennel, which is one of my favorite vegetables, and I think it's very underrated. And it's coming from the garden, it's very dirty. So if you take the leaves off, you need to make sure they're very washed. So I have already some peeled off and washed already, so we can start straight away with it. You don't need many ingredients to make this very nice and tasty, and it goes fantastic as well to fish. So if you are not a vegan person, you can serve this as a nice summer dish with any kind of seafood as well. Alright, so let's start chopping and putting things together. The finer you chop it, the better it will be at the end. Fennel gets very quickly brown, so fennel always needs lemon juice immediately after you cut it. So even if you cut a big amount, put lemon juice when you're halfway or a quarter way, so you don't actually lose the beautiful light green color. And we are going to chop some of our fennel tips, which are nice and bright dark green, which are going to add a little bit of more color to our dish later on. I've got some elderflower syrup here. In Germany it's very used, Holunderblüte, it's lovely to use. If you're not vegan, you could use honey, or you could otherwise use sugar as well. It just needs a little bit of the sweetness, and it breaks up the fennel to become softer as well. So it's not just because of the taste. So I'm going to use some of my elderflower syrup, which I made a few days ago. So this fennel you should marinate for at least like for half an hour before you serve it, because it will soften up our fennel. If you like it crunchy, you could have it crunchy. So I'm going to just add a little pinch of salt and some pepper and some olive oil as well. If you make this vegan dish, you would like to have as well a little bit of more protein to it, so that's why we're going to add the quinoa, and as well some nuts to give it a bit of crunchiness to it. So I just got some roasted almonds here, which I'm going to chop up and add as well to my fennel, but if you have it with seafood, you could just eat it as it is. Let's taste it. It has so much freshness to it, I love it. So let's have a look at our quinoa, and let's have a look at our aubergine, and then let's assemble our dish. Time is up, quinoa is ready, or I hope it will be ready, we're going to check it now. And yes, all the liquid has cooked away, and the beautiful color, it makes it just perfect. So as a salad you obviously need to cool it down. It will cool very quickly. I'm just going to add a little bit of olive oil to it for the nice taste, and put it on a tray so it will cool very quickly, so we can assemble it as a nice salad. Obviously quinoa is nice to eat warm, but we have summer, so we want something fresh to eat. My aubergine just came out of the oven, still very nice and hot. So we have to take the burnt skin off, cut it into pieces, season it, and that will be part of our salad as well. Still very hot, so I think I have to wait a few minutes and then finish it. Alright, everything is peeled now, so I can chop it up in smaller pieces to make it a nice salad. So this is still very hot, so I have to cool it down a little bit before mixing it. So we're gonna assemble it in a few minutes. Nothing better having some fresh herbs, so I'm just gonna chop some spring onions and some basil, which I got from the garden, to make this extra special. Right, let's assemble it. So the aubergine gives it a beautiful smoky taste to the fennel, but like I said earlier, you could leave it out as well. So this will make it a lovely, nice starter as well for a heavy main course, because that's very light. So I hope you enjoyed, and you will try it at home and cook this dish. Thank you so much for watching this video. I very much appreciate it. If you enjoyed that video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you like. If there's a dish you would like me to make, please leave me a message in the comments. Remember, as long as you cook from the heart, your food will always be delicious.